going on, everybody? I'm Alex Americano, and today we got to talk about the story of the LA spa allowing transgenders into the female designated areas. Now, I'm sure that this is going to be a topic that specific groups push their agenda or what they believe. For example, the transgender group and movement will use this as almost a tool to show that they're being oppressed. They're not being allowed to use the bathrooms, locker rooms that they choose, even though these are female designated areas. The women's section in the spa. We have an article here titled "Shocked Woman Argues in Viral Video as Naked Man Enters LA Spa's Women's Section." Continuing on with the article, a video of a woman raising her voice against a man has gone viral. The unnamed woman in the viral video shared on Instagram has alleged that a spa in Los Angeles, California, allowed a man to walk around exposing his genitals in the women's section. However, when the woman confronted the staff members of the Wee Spa after being traumatized to see the naked man roaming around while minor girls were also around, they defended him. A worker seen in the video allegedly told the woman that the unidentified man was permitted inside the spa because of his sexual orientation. But the woman questioned what sexual orientation and repeated that he's not a female. The video showed another woman asking for a refund from the spa and the first woman supporting her. Then a man is seen in the video trying to defend the naked person, saying he might be a transgender woman. But the woman rebuked him and stated there's no such thing as transgender, as he had male genitals hanging out. Now, everything in this paragraph is everything that's said in the video. We'll roll the clip and we'll let you come up with your own opinion about the situation. Let's roll the clip.
We spa, so it's okay. I just want to be clear with you. It's okay for a man to go into the women's section, show his penis around the other women, young little girls underage. Your spa, we spa, condone that. Is that what you're saying?
Now, right here, she's pretty much explaining the whole situation to the workers, explaining what's making them feel so uncomfortable. You can hear her say that the transgender just went into the female area and just didn't care that he was showing his genitals around women and little girls, minors. Let's continue on with the clip.
Stay there. What sexual orientation? I see a dick. It lets me know he's a man. He is a man. He is a man. He is not no female.
Now, right here, you have the woman speaking up, speaking on certain truths that many people in groups just don't want to hear. Like in the clip of the Democratic congressman banging on the desk when Jenna Powell was fighting for biological girls not having to compete against biological males going into their sports. She's just standing up for herself and the comfort of others around her, including the minors that were there. And you can hear this person right here just regurgitating the same mainstream points that they push when it comes to the transgender movement. It's always the same thing. Their sexual orientation. It's their sexual identity. So based on him saying he's a woman, he identifies as a woman alone, he's allowed to go into the women-only areas, to the female designated spaces, and just do what this woman claims that he did. That's not okay with me.
Yeah, give her money back.
Are you talking about a transgender person?
There's no such thing as transgender. He has a dick. Okay? He has a penis. His penis is hanging out. Okay, no, I'm not one. Actually, I'm a woman who knows how to stand up and speak up for my right.
Now, right here, in this section of the clip, you can hear the other woman next to the main woman speaking, asking for a refund, and the main woman speaking to her, just trying to make sure she gets her refund because she didn't feel comfortable. She didn't feel that her spa trip was acceptable for all the events that transpired. And then out of nowhere, like a figure coming out of the fog, out of the mist, you have another virtue signaling white male trying to push the optic that he's a gladiator standing for transgender rights. And you can hear him say that she's acting like a dick for expressing her frustrations of the spa allowing a transgender female, aka biological male, into the women's only area. She's a dick for wanting comfort, for not wanting to be exposed to that, not wanting to expose the minors to that. I mean, it's bad enough that a majority of this stuff is already in school, so it's being shoved down the kids' throats. Now they got to go into areas where they feel safe, where they can have a day of relaxation and see this, go through this, experience this. That's a shame. Continuing on with the clip.
A woman, I have a right to feel comfortable without a man exposing himself, okay? No, you go somewhere else.
All right, right here. You can see this man right here, Scarf Man. In the clip, you can hear him shouting at her to go somewhere else, for her to go somewhere else. Okay, we got another virtue signaling male on our hands, telling her to go somewhere else just because she's expressing her frustration and uncomfort. I mean, what is that? Wouldn't you want to stand up for the woman feeling uncomfortable? You can see this little kid right here. Look at her face. That's the face of fear, anxiousness. She doesn't want to be in that situation. Why? I mean, no party is innocent in this. As far as the women, the main woman, and this guy right here, and Scarf Man, creating a situation where instead of allowing the woman to express her frustration, get it off her chest, relay that message of uncomfort to the staff so they can ensure it doesn't happen again, it leads to this situation to where they want to argue with her, stand up for transgenders, and not the women's right to feel comfortable, to feel safe. I mean, look, that hurts me a little bit, just seeing this little girl. I don't know what to say. Let's continue on with the clip.
That much, all right? And I know you're out of work. Yeah, it must be hard. It must be hard not being a real man, huh? Try it. So, like...
No, in that section, we have quite the burn right there. He's basically just still being hard-headed about the whole situation. He keeps on asking if the person's a transgender female, if they claim to be transgender. And she just keeps on explaining the logic, explaining the truth, and then he just backs down, backs up, walks away, and then she hits him with the "not a real man. You should try it." I mean, it's true. Why not just be there in support of them and stand up with them, for them, on behalf of them, whatever it takes? Because you have one transgender female. I don't see that person in the clip. Out of the articles that I've read, it doesn't say that they're in the clip. But what you do see is a group of women as opposed to one person. So if this situation really did happen and unfold the way that she says it has, then I'm more inclined to believe her in the group of women. So why not stand up for them, stand up with them, so they can have the comfort, the peace of mind of being in a designated area, for women, without seeing male genitals flopping around. You should try being a man sometime.
Information on...
Security guard just said that is not allowed.
Okay, well, I don't care what the security guard, he's just security.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Sometimes predators go down and will just go through the woman's side.
Okay, well, no, he's sitting in there. Okay, well, security...
No, he doesn't want to be.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying he should have not been allowed to. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, we know that.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
And in the last bit of the clip, you can see that someone else has stepped up and is pretty much saying that she spoke to the security guard, and the security guard was saying that the males aren't allowed down in the women areas. That they shouldn't have been allowed to go down there. And to me, that just seems to back up what the woman is complaining about, that there was somebody down there, and that the security guard herself, was saying that they're not allowed down there. They shouldn't have been down there. Now, if the security guard knows that, why not do something about it? Because you can hear them say that it's down there, still down there. Now, for this situation, although everything that I've heard and read, I do believe the women in the group of women, you still have to take it with a grain of salt, because we're not there. This is a little a clip just of when she started recording. They didn't record before, but after. So we can't say that we really know what really happened until we see more evidence, proof, articles come out and say what happened. So I can't say that a pervert or a pedophile went down there, but just to hear it in her voice about how she was speaking for what happened. I mean, they say believe all women, right? In this instance, I believe this woman. And the sad thing is that I believe she'll inevitably face some type of backlash for standing up for herself and the other innocent women and children rather than just shutting up and allowing the male to be down there, rather than supporting the transgenders. But, you know, aren't all men supposed to be protectors, to stand up and defend people, the weak, the oppressed? And right here in that clip, you have a woman speaking up, and you have males shouting her down, talking her down, like she's supposed to just be quiet and allow that to happen. That's one of the main issues going on today. Not enough people speak up about issues like this, about other issues. And so what inevitably happens is they get to do what they want. Nothing changes until you make it an issue. You raise awareness on the issue. And speaking on the virtue signaling males, they seem like they would normally support women's rights. They seem like they would go to the marches, the parades to support women's rights. But in this situation, they're forced to choose to show their support between transgender people and their rights, or the women's sense of safety and comfort. And to be honest, it was just a lose-lose situation for these virtue signaling guys, guy and scarf guy. Because if they side with the women, then they get the backlash from the transgender community. They side with the transgenders, then they turn their backs on the women. Lose-lose situation. But after seeing this, knowing how I feel, now I'm not saying that I'm against for somebody feeling how they feel. If you want to be transgender, that's on you. Free country, it's on you. But when it comes to you being transgender and then pressing issues when it comes to the non-transgender people, the everyday people with their rights, that's when it becomes an issue. The transgender community wanted the right to use the bathroom that they chose. A lot of places gave them that right. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Now, you want to go to the locker room that you choose, designated areas you choose, you have to take into consideration the other people, everyone else who are just there for a day of relaxation to get away from it all. But they can't even do that. I support women and children feeling comfortable and feeling protected. Do you?